my sea stars, and welcome back to the Deep Blue, where we dive into the deepest parts of the art world. It's me, Kamikiaru, and I'm here to spill the tea, as always. I only really have one other video, but I want to make this a regular occurrence. I'm going to try to post a video every single day, and if I can't, then probably due to work or because there's nothing really happening right now for me to make a video on. But this time I am diving deep into Doxxer, a VTuber who was at the center of the most painful scandals in our community, has returned. And for those who don't know, Dove was a moderator of Kenji's son, a beloved YouTuber who ended up being the victim of doxing. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Dove, also known as the local angel of death, is a non-binary VTuber who uses she, they, him pronouns. They are a content creator, singer, and streamer who, according to them, always aim to share joy with their community. Dove sings, dances, plays games, and hangs out with their fans. They consider streaming as their full-time job, pouring everything into making their audience feel welcome. But Dove is just a normal independent content creator. At one point, they were a part of a group called, I'm sorry if I'm so gonna butcher this, Mofongo Boys, a tight-knit group of VTubers that included Rikami, Kage, Phoenix, Andy, SSJ5, Dove, Thin, and of course, Kenji. Among this group was Kenji, a male VTuber and Twitch streamer who has been streaming since around 2020. He's known for his laid-back, funny style, and he has a shit ton of videos, like 291 YouTube videos, mostly filled with Twitch highlights, games, and reactions. His most popular video is I Asked My Mom Smash or Pass anime characters, and honestly, it was pretty funny. He has various YouTube channels that cover everything from gaming
Get concussion real quick. Hit me.
to clips to
Hey, daddy.
reactions to podcasts. Dove and Kenji were friends, from what I can piece together, and if they weren't friends, they were at least close because Dove was Kenji's moderator. They were close enough that they collaborated a few times as part of the Mofongo Boys, but this relationship took a dark turn when Dove, along with Kage and a few others, leaked Kenji's personal information in a scandal. As bad as it wasn't a one-off mistake. Dove reportedly joked about the doxing even after the first time it happened, downplaying the entire situation. It all came crashing down when Kenji addressed the situation on
Out
stream.
of frustration, bro.
He broke down in tears, unable to hold back the emotion of having his privacy violated by someone he thought he could trust. This wasn't just some drama. It was real, it was personal, and Kenji's vulnerability during that stream touched everyone who watched. The community understood, and it was clear the trust between him and Dove was gone. However, the doxing incident wasn't the first sign of Doxxer's troubling behavior. Even before that scandal broke, Dove, along with two other mods, Alice and Suga, played what they described as a quote-unquote prank on the rest of the mod team. And this is where things get really disturbing. One of the mods, Kells, has a severe phobia of blood. Despite knowing this, Dove, Alice, and Suga came into a mod chat with Alice covered in blood, pretending that Alice was being abused. The rest of the mods were horrified and genuinely concerned for Alice's safety. It wasn't until later that the group revealed that it was all a prank. Dove, instead of realizing the harm caused, brushed it off by saying it was because they had personally dealt with abuse. The situation was funny to them. The other mods were all left traumatized, especially Kells. This cruel joke demonstrated a complete lack of empathy, and to diffuse the tension after the prank backfired, Dove admitted they kissed ass to keep their position. That incident alone should have raised some red flags about Dove's behavior. It was a huge breach of trust within the mod team, but somehow it wasn't enough to warrant action against Dove at the time. That prank, along with their dismissive attitude towards the pain it caused, paints a clearer picture of Dove's true character, and unfortunately, this was just a precursor to what's to come next with the doxing scandal. But Kenji wasn't the only one affected by Doxxer's actions. Another VTuber named Utba, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name wrong, steps forward with his own account of Dove's behavior, releasing a 13-page document titled My Experiences with Develop, VT. In it, Utba didn't hold back, sharing his personal experiences with Dove and offering more insight into the type of person Dove truly was behind the scenes. In the document, Utba explained that Dove not only failed to admit the doxing and continued to downplay it, even joking about it later after the fact. Uta's words were harsh, startling. Saying you've changed does nothing to change what you did. It does not change the severity of your actions, and it does not fix everything you broke. He even went on to say that Dove falsely accused Kenji of treating his moderators badly, with which Utaba directly contradicted, stating that Dove had been unmodded because of her own action. Utba's document painted a pretty damning picture of Develov. His frustration was clear. He felt that Dove was trying to rewrite the narrative, claiming that they had changed without ever truly acknowledging the harm she had caused. He made it clear that actions like doxing weren't things you could just brush aside with an apology. Let's dive deeper into the timeline of Dove's action. Just 6 days before the doxing incident on January 2nd, 2022, Dove sent a heartfelt message to Kels explaining how much she missed being a mod and how she hated the way she exited the team. It seemed like a moment of vulnerability, a plea for understanding. But then, just 6 days later, on January 8th, 2022, everything changed. If she truly missed her role as a moderator and valued her friendship with Kenji, why would she do that? Dove claimed she wasn't like that she wouldn't hurt someone she cared about. So why would she join a hate group targeting someone she supposedly missed? Why dox the very person who welcomed her into his community? These contradictions made it hard to trust Dove's claims of change or regret. If her actions speak louder than her words, what are we to believe about her true intention? Was this all just a larger pattern of behavior or a moment of weakness that spiraled out of control? It raises some serious questions about her accountability. Dove's return has also dredged up concerns about her behavior as a moderator in Kenji's community. Before the doxing incident, Dove's time as a mod was already marred with questionable actions that disrupted both Kenji's streams and the mod team itself. For example, there was an incident where Kenji unmodded another moderator, Suga, because they disconnected him from his own voice chat, which caused a lot of frustration. But instead of helping to mend the situation, Dove turned it into a joke, remodding Suga and putting them back into the mod channels. And then we have the case of Ember, a mod who spoke out against Dove's behavior. After a heated exchange on stream, Dove took it upon herself to reach out to Ember, stating they were super upset and demanding an explanation for her complaints. This defensive behavior, instead of accountability, only further alienated other mods and it left a rift in the community. It's crucial to acknowledge how this all affects Kenji too. Having someone he once called a friend turn on him so dramatically must have left some lasting scars. Kenji has shown incredible resilience, but the emotional toll this took on him is something we can't overlook. So, what do we think about Devil Love's return? Is it a genuine attempt to make amends, or just another bid for attention in a community that's rightfully cautious? While Dove has expressed remorse, the question remains, can we forgive and forget, or do we need to hold her accountable for her past action? What about Kenji, who's still dealing with the fallout of the betrayal? I want to hear your thoughts on this. Should we give Dove a second chance, or should we stand firm in her past action? Drop your comments below. Let's keep this conversation going and support our fellow VTubers in navigating this complicated. Remember to like and subscribe for more updates and discussions on the art/VTuber world. Until next time, goodbye my sea stars.